Today on the channel, we're back at it with another Valaverse Action Force unboxing and review with Colonel Siege and Atlas.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Valaverse Action Force unboxing and review. And today, we're back at it with Series 5 with Colonel Siege and Atlas. But for all your Action Force needs and a whole lot more, hit up jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 15% in all in-stock items. Gotta get a deal out there, 15%, a heck of a deal. They do have all the new Action Force in stock over there, so check out jaystoysandgames.com. Tell them Kyle sent you. How about that? But of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And we got some good, bad, and ugly with this one here in a couple of different ways, and we'll explain ourselves through it all. And I guess we'll start with the most challenging figure here. This is the one I'm most excited for. This is the most challenging. It is one Atlas. So let's dive into this. I will say, I did order some of these straight from Valaverse, and apparently there has been some issues with these falling off the card. Even Jay's Toys and Games had some issue with some of theirs falling off the card. So it is a known problem. It is unfortunate, and just not enough glue used to keep the bubble down. And Atlas came to me shipped 100% off the card. So I had to just put a little tape on the end. But he was like this, floating around, figures all over the place. Of course, you do get the stand with him. That was flopping around in the package. Obviously, it's not the end of the world for me. I'm going to open these up anyways. But if you were a mint-on card collector, you'd be pretty upset about that. But of course, I am sure you can contact Valaverse, say, hey, here's my issue. They will make it right. Usually these smaller companies are ones to make it right pretty quickly. They're a little easier to get to. But even Hasbro, the Mattels of the world, they'll make it right as well. But that was an issue right here with him falling off the card. So he's just hanging on. Just like a tooth you need to finish pulling out of your mouth back when you were a kid. But Series 5, love the blue and black attack, Valaverse logo, Action Force. Atlas, a little disheveled in the packaging though, of course. On the back, we do got the points back there. Of course, save your points. You got the file card, got the glamour shot, got the cross sell. We're unboxing all these on the channel, so stay tuned to that, of course. But I am going to grab him out of the package here. And like I said, a little bit of a mess here on the old Atlas guy, but I'll give you the old heave-ho, see you later. Probably should have read the back of that card, huh? And we're back! Yes, I got the card. So, you know, I gotta look this over a little bit. File name, Michael Mike Gates. Just call him Mike. Don't call him Michael. He is a 12B combat engineer, secondary skill infantry, birthplace, Asheville, South Carolina. Shout out to Asheville, beautiful this time of year. He is a sergeant in the Action Force. Of course, you can pause the video if you want to read the rest of the story of our friend here in Atlas. But he's a big muscular guy. We're here for that. All kinds of musculature is what's going on with Atlas here. But losing a little bit of his pieces out of the package, like I said. Hopefully it's all in here. See you later, goodbye. How about a little plastic fall-away prison, we'll call it right there for old Atlas. Of course, got a little bit of lockdown going on here around the waist. Got that there. Got that there. Gonna pop everything out. And then I got a little broke through the plastic as well. So a little crack through the plastic. Some issues, of course. You mint-on card guys, you're gonna struggle with this set, I have a feeling. Which in turn might make the set worth more down the line because there won't be as many perfect mint-on card samples. Possibly. Can I pop all this stuff out? That's the million-dollar question. There we go. Some more hands. Give him a hand. See you later. Goodbye. But we've got more issues with Atlas, more than meets the eye, like a young Transformers, once again, as they did send this along with Atlas. At Valaverse, we care. So apparently there was some tooling issues. The hips on this one, something's wrong with it. I'm not exactly sure, but they do give you a new set. So you're going to have to be a little Dr. Frankenstein at home putting this bad boy together. Heat up the midsection, pop the top off, pop off the legs, put this in reverse, basically. But they did send this along with the figure, so that's always good to have. So they did have that. So another note there. So Atlas got some hip problems, so if you do buy him, you got to make sure you do get that second one, or else you're going to have some issues. And then he's falling off the card. So Atlas got a few issues, I will say that for sure. But he does got two trigger finger hands out of the package. He does come with the cupping hand right here. Does come with the 2 Fists of Fury. And then we do got another gripping hand for his knife. So choose your own hand adventure. Plenty of hands here with old Atlas. And then plenty of weapons as well. Got the big old drum right here. Where does that go into? I guess you can put it on the side. So he's got a holster and he's got a second one over here. But you can't put this over with the weapon, maybe? Maybe not. Maybe not. Why don't I see a spot for it? That's, oh, there we go. No? No? Yes? Ah, there we go. You gotta be smarter than the gun. So you can take out the magazine, of course, which is stretching monthly. So he's got to stretch. You gotta get those hip flexor muscles going. That's why you got a replacement. But at least he's doing his diligent work reading up on hip flexors and all that kind of stuff and stretching monthly. So how do you like it? Do you like the big old magazine right here, or do you like the drum? So you get to choose your own adventure on the weapon. That's always fun to do. You can just choose how you want it to be. But it took me a second to figure it out, and I guess it took me a second to put it back in as well. But looking good, big black rifle, machine gun, whatever you want to call it. Not a machine gun, I guess it's a rifle. But looking very, very nice. We're here for that, of course. And then we do get a knife. Got to have a knife. Got to have a little knife. You never know when you got to cut up an apple. Who knows what you might be up to. Black blade on this one, brown handle, ready to go. But now we're diving into Atlas himself. And I wonder what's wrong with the hips on this one. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know. I don't remember reading there was an issue. He does got the drop-down hips. The legs do go up. I mean, I've seen worse from the Vietnam factory from Mattel as late. I will definitely say that. But I'm not exactly sure what's so bad about it. We do get the waist articulation. I don't know. It just feels like maybe it's a little... It's not like it's loose, but the drop-down hips come out very easy. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you guys can clue me in somewhere on this one, as it doesn't seem terrible. I've definitely seen worse from other companies. He can still do the splits. He can do all the usual rigmarole. So, I don't know. It's not as tight maybe as normal. For whatever reason, I'm going to switch it out. Might as well. They gave it to us, of course. But we do got Atlas right here. He just got the gray stocking hat on. He's ready to go. Maybe he's bald. Maybe he's not. We'll never know because he's got that going on. Yeah, nice goatee there, and just looks like a normal guy. Looks like your normal insurance adjuster, maybe your auto mechanic, whatever you want him to be. But does look like just a normal guy there. Got the big vest over the top. He's got 2 more of these magazines right in here. And, of course, a true man's man. He's got Field and Stream and Tattoo Ink Monthly. And he has no tattoos on here, so he must be making some decisions. Is he going to be sleeved out before you know it? He may be, but we got 2 magazines in the front there. Got the Valaverse logo in the center of his vest as well. Looks like he's ready to party. Now, he just got some wrist wraps going on, and then he's got some more bullets over here. So he's ready. He came to party for sure. Got that big drum on the side and the holster. Got the holster on the side over here for his knife. Got some blue jeans going on, and then he got some big old brown boots down here. I guess more of a sand tan type color. Does got the butterfly joints. Got the arms that go all the way around for us. Bicep cut. Double jointed, pinless elbows, playing all the hits right there. He got some big old biceps too. He's ready to go. He's doing the curls for the girls, of course. Then head back and forth, side to side. Now the vest is not removable, I guess. No, it is not. He's got a black shirt underneath there, but not removable in the vest. Obviously, you take the arms off, you take the head off. You can probably get it off if you want to. Might not go back on as easy as we'd like it to. Of course, the legs, we already went through the articulation there. And then you got the double-jointed pinless knees, boot cut, ankles, back, forth, side to side. The usual articulation right here. So Atlas, a guy with some challenges. Hips not terrible for me. But, you know, Shakira told me once upon a time that hips don't lie. And I've taken that to the bank ever since. So I better be careful with this Atlas figure, apparently. He does fit on his Valaverse stand. Yes, he does. How about that? I'm going to lock him in. There we go. He's on the Valaverse stand, ready to go. Obviously, falling off the card. He was the worst example of the series I had. I do have a few more that aren't quite off the card, but he was clean off the card out of the box that he shipped in. So never a good day for a mint on card collector, that's for sure. But I do like the looks of Atlas right here. Big, heavy, muscled up guy. I'm here for that. Can't wait to see what tattoos he gets if that's the road he's going down. But one I'm very excited for, and this was the one I was most excited for from Series 5 when it was officially first announced, Colonel Siege right here. Looks like a young Hannibal from the A-Team. You know I love it when a plan comes together, so I am here for this. I did talk about guys falling off the card. He does got some card separation. Nowhere near as bad as Atlas, but he is coming off the card as well. So once again, your mileage may vary. He's number 2 in Series 5. Old Colonel Siege looking awfully cool, though. I love the gray hair. He kind of looks like The Rock if The Rock was white and full-on gray hair. A little bit to me. But looking good there on the back. Of course, got the cross-sell. We'll unbox all these on the channel eventually. Got the points down there. You got the big file card. Let's see what it says about our friend Colonel Siege. File name, Christopher Jackson. Primary specialty, Regimental Field Commander. Secondary skills, Infantry. Birthplace, Huntsville, Texas. Oh, shout out to Huntsville, Texas. Not Alabama. Not shouting out Huntsville, Alabama. Huntsville, Texas, though. Thumbs up to you. Rank affiliation, Colonel in the Action Force. Oh, my gosh. One of the most famous colonels outside of old friend of the channel, Harlan Sanders. The Colonel. The true Colonel that started it all, if you ask me. It looks like they call him CJ if you're close buddies with him, so we'll call him CJ. Not to be confused with DJ Tanner, of course, but CJ over here. Then you get the whole story on the back there, so you can pause the video and check that out if you want to, but he's coming off the card, and he's coming off clean. He's coming off clean. Just like so, Colonel Siege, see you later, goodbye. Of course, Action Force stand. Seen him before, we'll see it again. Bam! See you later, goodbye. Got the stand right there. Now he comes with an extra head. Oh my gosh, hands are on a roll right there. Hands are falling all over the place. He is locked in at the waist as well, so we got to cut the old twist tie out. We're going to get that there. But Colonel Siege ready to be under siege right here like a young Steven Seagal back in the day. Oh, can I get the head out? There we go. Got some weapons. Is that a sawed-off shotgun he comes with? Oh, we're here for that. A couple of revolvers like a young Paul Kersey from Death Wish. Just dropping all the facts here today. See you later. Goodbye. Let's get down to business here. Let's get down to Colonel Siege business. And I got a cigar that fell out. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. That looks a little strange. We do get the usual hands right here with a twist. We got 2 fisticuffs ready to go. We do got the 2 cupping hands. He's going to cup something. Hopefully not that. We'll see what he's going there. And then we do got the gripping hands right here as well. But we do get one cool hand right here where he's got the cigar on it. Kids, don't smoke. You know, I've never smoked anything in my life. Nothing. I'm a secondhand smoker is what I am. Especially back in the 80s going to the wrestling shows when you could smoke inside. Told the story before. My kindergarten class principal had his office right off my kindergarten class, and he would smoke like a chimney all day long. So smoke was just in the kindergarten room at all times. You had the dust up there, not the dust, the smoke up in the ceiling. And he would set off the fire alarms all the time. We'd always have to exit the school because he set off the fire alarm. So wild times. But I've never smoked anything in my life. Never tried it. And my dad told me as a little kid, I will kill you if you ever smoke. And I said, oh my God, I don't want to die. And I take my dad very seriously. So I never even tried a cigarette. Nothing. None of those left-handed cigarettes either. Didn't even try those. Didn't need to. I got enough fun on my own, I think. Who knows? Who knows what I'd be like if I was on that stuff. But he does come with the cigar right here. Of course, a colonel always chomping on the cigar. You know what they're up to, those colonels, after all. We do get some weapons. We do get 2 little revolvers, pistols. You know it. We got those right here. He's got the holsters on the side to store them as well. Cool to see these. I like to see these. This is like something a Colonel Siege might have. And then we do got the big old, I want to call it a sawed-off shotgun, but I'm not sure if that's exactly what this is. It doesn't look quite sawed off. But he's got that old cool like ratchety thing where you pull it and you can just see the clips going off. I can just imagine it. He's just walking in there like a young John Wayne or something. But this reminds me of like childhood toy guns. You get like the Cowboys, playset pack or something when you're a kid at the dollar store, and it would always have this little thing, and sometimes you get your finger caught in there, it would bleed all over the place. Great time, great time. But love that going on. Now we do got one loose cigar. I guess it's a removable cigar, we're going to call it. I hope it's removable because we get down to the heads here, and I guess we'll start with the second head first. Looks very, very strange as you do got a spot to put that cigar in. So it does plug in and it does come out. I believe it's supposed to come out, or maybe it was glued in and it came out. I'm not exactly sure. But he's chomping on a big old cigar. And it's been the year, the last 6 months or so, probably less than that. We've had all kinds of cigars with our figures. Of course, Colonel Siege right here. We got the Brooklyn Brawler from the Big Rubber Guys. We got Heels and Faces, Big Bully Busick. Man, we're just all about the cigars. We're teaching these people to smoke. That's why they're 18 and over on these. We don't want anybody smoking underage, of course. But wild, wild times. And I remember when I was a kid working at the grocery store, too. You know, I'd be on the Express. Express was where I always, as a kid, I wanted to be on the Express lane. I didn't like these carts of groceries. I like people in and out. But, of course, people on the in and out, you know what they're buying. They're buying their cigarettes and stuff. And I need a pack of Camel hard pack. And I just look at them like, I don't even know what that is. I've heard of Camels. What's a hard pack? And I would do the classic move where you'd have, like, the wall of cigarettes. And I'd say, huh? And then they'd, point you in the right direction. That's what I'd have to do because I didn't know my cigarettes, and I still don't. Marlboro, Camels, Cools. Oh, everybody likes to smoke a Cool, I think. But wild times in the grocery store, I guess. But we do got that going on. Looking good. I like the removability of the cigar right here, but you do get a plain head, which you got to have as well. Very stoic look on him on the face. Of course, an older gentleman here is Colonel Siege. Got the big bushy goatee going on, 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, a mouth, playing those human hits, and a very hipster-like hairdo on him as well. He looks like he'd be one of those models you'd see in a sunglass catalog or something like that. Got a cool jacket over the top, kind of a sandy color, a little bit of a tealish color shirt underneath. Got that Valaverse logo right on the chest. He's promoting that pretty big. He wants to promote the brand, I guess, is what he wants to do. Got those holsters coming off the belt I talked about. He's got the greenish kind of pants going on, and then you got some combat boots ready to go. He's ready to take on the world. And of course, our articulation going to be the same as Atlas, arms all the way around, little butterfly action, bicep cut, double jointed, pinless elbows, playing all the hits, hands back forth, side to side, up and down. Got those trigger hands ready to go. Head removable, back forth, side to side. Looks like we got some articulation in the neck as well. Hula hoop up top, plush traditional waist. Got those big old Colonel Siege splits. He's older. That's about as far as he can go, apparently. A little bit of drop-down hips on him, but I can see there's definitely a difference in the hips and the legs compared to Atlas. Atlas a little bit more looser in more ways than one, maybe. Who knows? Leg does go up there. Thigh cut. Double-jointed pinless knees, extremely tight. Wouldn't be bad to hit that with a hairdryer. Boot cut, a high boot cut, I guess calf cut you could almost call it. Ankles up and down. Oh, there we go. Some side to side as well for him. Now, of course, he's going to fit on a Valaverse stand, but will he fit on a ringside stand? Always good to do the ringside test, as we know. And what do you know? He fits right on there. Of course, using discount code Kyle, saving 10%. But there it is. Atlas and Colonel Siege could be my 2 favorites from this wave. I'm going to have to do a little surgery on here. Like a young My Damn Toys. A little action figure surgery is what I'm going to have to do on Atlas right here. So we'll see if we can do that. Get him fixed the way he's supposed to be. But 2 very fun figures here, especially the Colonel Siege. Been waiting a long time for this one. Excited to have him in here. Of course, you can mix and match these with your classifieds if you want to. I'm at the point where I have so many Valaverse figures, they get their own shelves at this point here. So that's the way I'm going into the future as well. But there it is, Atlas, Colonel Siege. Be interested to hear your thoughts on these 2 in the comments down below. Let me know your thoughts, of course. Don't forget to follow me on social media, SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, and of course on TikTok. Check out the Patreon for early access to this video and many other videos. And of course, until next time, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
We're going to the end of the line.